Hello, Tim from Fairplay Now on the 26th of November 2021. An early one today for you. First of all, with a fantastic recommendation, one that you'll probably want to share far and wide, particularly with any, shall we call, skeptical people that you might know. And then also, after that, I've got a bit of a story for you, which kind of links back to the situation we're in, even though it happened many years ago. But the video in question it's on GB News, and it features a consultant cardiologist who is talking about what can happen to that particular organ that he deals with if you do a certain thing. Anyway, it is on YouTube, so I'll leave a link to it in both the comment section and the description box below. But it is a great watch and a very good, enlightening one to share far and wide as well. So, on to the story. My wife Lorraine used to work for a holiday company, and we used to get, because of that, we used to get some fabulous holiday deals and some fantastic holidays. And one of them, we flew from Heathrow to Toronto. This was in 2009, and we then spent a couple of days in Toronto, and then obviously down to Niagara to see the falls, which aren't really that far from Toronto, only about, it's about a 2 or 3 hour drive. And after we were done there, we then went down to New York City, spent a couple of days there, and then we had a fantastic trip back on the QM2 from New York City back to Southampton. So that was quite an experience, especially as it got to about force 10 gales in the middle of the Atlantic there. Found that I've definitely got sea legs, and I could have sort of definitely been a merchant seaman in another life, because I absolutely loved it. Everybody else was sort of green with illness and sort of locked away in their cabins for a day or so, and I was there sort of going, well, hey, this is great. But anyway, when we sort of flew into Toronto, I could looked out the window and I could actually see the CN Tower. And within about 3 hours of that, there we were going up the CN Tower, because it was only a short walk from the hotel we were in. So I thought, yeah, let's get over there and look at it. So we got there by about 4 o'clock and went up to the top. Now, at the top, there's a restaurant and a bar, but also it's got a glass floor on part of it, at least. And so we were walking on that. It's quite an experience. You're sort of walking on this glass floor and you're looking down, and all you can see is the ground about a zillion feet below you. But I kid you not, there were people literally, when they went onto this glass floor, they were literally on their hands and knees crawling around like this, because they're trying to spread their weight, and they were fearing that they were going to fall through the glass floor any second. And I just shook my head in disbelief, because you could tell, if you looked at the floor, you could tell it's like that thick, huge thickness to it. There's no way you're going to fall through it. And I took the proverbial just a little bit, and I was just strolling with my hands in my pockets, looking as nonchalant as I possibly could, and I was kind of going in and around all these people on their hands and knees, because there's quite a few of them. It's surprising. And I just thought, what must they be thinking, looking at him and how he's just walking around totally sort of nonchalant, and when I'm sort of here on my hands and knees, I've got to tell you, I did resist the temptation to start jumping up and down on the glass floor, because I think I'd have caused a massive panic. So I did have that temptation, but I resisted it. But I just thought, what bizarre behaviour. I really did, you know, as if they'd design a sort of a structure like that where you could fall through. And I think that relates back to what we've got now, because what's the betting that those people crawling around that floor on their hands and knees are the absolute bedwetters that we're seeing now? The ones who are sort of driving around alone in their cars like that and wanting this whole situation to go on forever because they're too scared to just come out and live their lives normally again. And it was a funny thing because you could just sort of laugh at such people back then in 2009, but now it seems to be those people have got the sway over society, and it's that same kind of fear that is affecting us all. So it's not quite such a funny situation anymore. Anyway, with that thought, I'll leave it. Tim from Fair Play now. Thanks for watching.